but the lane goes in over there.
Yep.
Yeah. Hey. So how you doing?
Good. How are you?
Good. Not too bad.
Hey.
Not too bad. Good leadership meeting today, right?
Yeah, it was. We just had the leadership meeting for Hub City chapter of the National Railway Historical Society.
Yep.
We talked about our Save Locomotive 202 initiatives, which tonight we are talking about some big news coming out for the city of Hagerstown as far as Locomotive 202 goes. So we'll be talking more about that at our meeting tonight, 7 p.m. Hagerstown Roundhouse Museum.
296 South Burhans Boulevard is the address of the Hagerstown Roundhouse Museum. Thank you to our gracious hosts for allowing us to meet there. Makes it real easy. Makes it real easy that we're able to bring all the railroad people together in the rail yard like that, because it's like just a cool place to be, right? It's just a cool place to fellowship. And are we having any refreshments tonight? Maybe not.
We are. I'm going to grab some pizzas tonight. I think pizzas or chips. I don't know. What do you think? You want some chips and dip?
You know, I don't know either. I'm like good either way. I don't know. I think like we talked about the leadership meeting. I think we should bring it up to the mass tonight. For future, and just say, hey, what do you want? Because we don't want to be, we don't want to, we don't want to waste food. You know, my mom always used to get on me about wasting food. So
I got you on that one.
So I mean, I'm all for pizza, but then I want to make sure we get the right amount so that we don't have pizzas left over. And as far as drinks go, I mean, the Roundhouse Museum has the soda machine. Like to support that, if we can, So, and me, coffee, you can never go wrong with coffee, folks.
That's it too. Maybe we'll do coffee and donuts. I don't know. Yeah, cool. Yeah, it's a hard thing to do with the meeting because it's at 7, so people have eaten dinner. But at the same time, we want to make sure that nobody's like hangry at the meeting or anything like that. We want to make sure that you're refreshed and
we try to keep it. You do your very best to keep it right at an hour, because like people do travel. We got at least one member that travels up from like Martinsburg. I think another one's coming up from like Shepherdstown. So we try to keep it so people get home at a half decent hour and what have you. So but and you're gonna start posting the agenda, right? I think we decided.
We went ahead and already posted the agenda today.
Okay.
And so that's up on our Hub City chapter website. It will be shared to the Save Locomotive 202 website here shortly. But it goes over everything that we've been up to, everything that we're going to talk about tonight. The Boys and Girls Club, Living Historians. We're going to be doing a Santa Claus event again. So that's exciting for December. More information to come on that.
And I know I don't think we talked about it, but I think we're also trying to think if we can orchestrate something for October for Halloween, right?
We did talk about an October trick or treat type thing at perhaps Locomotive 202, perhaps the Roundhouse Museum. I mean, who knows? That's an up in the air one, but we do think that would be fun if that's something that you're like, oh my gosh, I would definitely volunteer for something like that. Let us know.
That would be fun. That would be like mad cool.
Just dress up and
try to run it like right up to dusk. We don't want to keep the kids out in dark, but if we ran it right up to dusk. Man, I'm into that Halloween spooky stuff. That's my favorite time of year.
I love it too. I love it too. And I love how creative the kids are getting nowadays with Halloween. It is. We'll get back on track with the trains, though. We can go on.
Well, we talk about the kids because of the Boys and Girls Club thing too. But these kids, wow, they're like way over my head now. You show them something old fashioned, and they're like, we want to see it on TikTok, and I'm like, they're precious. The kids are precious.
They are.
We really value our relationship with the Boys and Girls Club, and I just maybe someday, who knows? Someday they might be a couple of them that we're interacting with that'll be on to be railroad engineers. Wouldn't that be cool?
I just am excited that we're forging these relationships with these children. I remembered one of the children, and I said his name to him from our previous lessons. He literally came up to me and gave me a hug because he was like, oh my gosh, you remember my name. And it was such a refreshing moment. It was so nice. Like,
what do we have about? We had about, was it about 40 children?
About 30 children.
I know the director of the Boys and Girls Club said there was a few that that didn't make it. But folks, here's the deal. at the end of the day, this is really kind of what this is all about, these kids. I mean, we started this whole thing, and yes, there's the huge effort to save the locomotive, and we're not going to lose focus on that. No. But the whole thing was based in the principle that the locomotive was donated to the children of Hagerstown. So what better message, what better legacy to carry on than doing just what Arthur Groats and the Mayor Burhans had envisioned, which is for the children. And I mean, people could say what they want about what all else is going on, but you can't take away from these kids what joy. I got the hugs too. I couldn't believe it. Some kid I didn't even know, twice he comes up and he's just hugging me around the waist. And I'm just like, you precious little fella, you know? I mean, unless you're there, it's kind of hard to understand, folks, but I'm telling you, I left the first event we did and I had a tear coming out of my eye. And I left the second event that we did and I had a tear. I mean, because these are children that, just, they just need love, man. They just need love, whether it's love because of trains or love because of something else.
They're just great. They're great.
They're precious children of God and precious children of Hagerstown, Washington County.
Yep.
Yeah.
I do want to address something. I'm going to go ahead and address something really quick.
Okay.
There's been some talk on comments on Facebook and other social medias pertaining to the way that we run business. And I just want to let you guys know that if you have a question on how we run business, how much money we spend, what we're doing, anything like that, either come to our meeting or reach out to us directly. We will be totally transparent with you. There's information out there that we don't have to make public as soon as we know about it. Well, but we do, and we try to.
Speaking of information out there, there's an awful ton of information out there that's simply not accurate information. It's information. It's totally inaccurate. And wherever it's coming from, not even sure, but if you want the true story, Karen's right. We have multiple emails now, right? What's the Hub City email?
We have hubcitynrhs@gmail.com. Okay. We have our Save Locomotive 202 @gmail.com. You can also do a contact request through our website, hubcitynrhs.org. You can reach out to us via Facebook Messenger. You can contact me directly, Karen Dunn Swafford. Look me up on Facebook. Become my friend, like me, whatever you need to do there.
And what's that? Forgive me, Karen, but what's that? Because I don't even remember it. I'm stuck on the 202 one. What was the Hub City chapter of the National Railroad email is what?
That's okay. And it's .org for the website, so it's the same thing. HubCityNRHS.org.
Right there you go, folks. For everybody that's out there, Hagerstown or otherwise, that's interested in what's going on or wants to hear something, that's probably like Karen says. First off, come to the meetings, because we're like a big family. All 20 some of us. I think we're about 24. There was 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 of us this morning at the leadership meeting. By all accounts, I think we're one of the most active groups in Hagerstown with Hagerstown, history and heritage.
Honestly, if somebody else wants to step up to the plate and take care of this job, go ahead and do it. But until that happens, we're here and we're satisfied with what we're doing. Anybody who's unsatisfied, you can comment all you want, but if you want information, come to the source. Hey, you know what, Rich? I think we're all good here today. What do you think? You ready
I got to take care of some personal things before we meet tonight. But thanks for bringing some of that up. And yes, folks, we'd love to have you on board. Pardon the pun to the train, but the train is leaving the station. Hop aboard to be left behind.
Cool. That's it.
All right.
All right. We'll see
you at the rail yard, folks. Love you all. Bye. Good.